Okay. I have come to talk to a community. Not one person, not one company, one whole community. I have been sitting on this video for approximately 2 to 3 weeks. Just the idea, the concept, and everything about it. And I decided to talk about it. I personally have been playing Ninjala for the entirety of 2 years. All 2 years the game's been out. Maybe not. I may have missed a couple days, but for the most part, 2 years respectively. And at level 900, I'm like level 300 something. Because I don't sit here and grind the game out for 10-12 hours a day. Don't mind that. Fine. That's how you want to spend your day. That's how you play the game. Me, I'm a guy who likes to make stories. I make stories on all my characters and everything else. And it's a pain to see certain things being locked behind gates that people cannot get through. And I'm going to state what I gotta say. You guys can always agree with me and disagree with me. And either or, I will not care. Okay? We good? We good with that? Cool. Now, Ninjala is a game that was created by Gung Ho in the year 2020. This was the first year that, this was the main year that quarantine really hit everybody super hard, and people just didn't have anything to do. Whether you were in school at the time, or you were just getting out of school, quarantine was already at your door, banging on it, and it sucked. Few games came out. Of course, you had Ninjala. You had also Genshin come out in 2020. But it doesn't matter. The game's now 2 years old and it still has glaring flaws. And I'm here to point out those flaws that Ninjala has. And again, like I say, I'm going to give what the flaw is, I'm going to give my reasoning behind it, and then you can always, go down below and tell me if I'm right or wrong. Glaring flaws may include small things or very big things. But overall, I'm here to talk about these things in a manner that doesn't sound rude to the game developers. They're trying their hardest. But at the same time, I want them to realize that a community is crying for help. First things first, I personally think that a big flaw that we have is the whole collab issue. Having collabs come by once and us not seeing them again. We got Sonic and that was about it. Sonic, Puzzle, and Dragons were the only ones to get reruns. But at the same time, I'm just saying that some of these collabs should be coming back ever so often, so that way people who either A, could not have the game because they either didn't have a Switch or didn't have the space, or B, people who were not interested at the game at one point, so they could not get certain things. I feel like there should be a way for new players, at least new players, to get some of the old things that they could not obtain now. And I don't care if it's just for a week or so, but sometimes bringing back a collab, even if it's for a week or even a day or two, you could really up profits. If you want to talk about it, you can really get some things done doing that. Either A, getting more people to play the game, B, getting people to cycle in and out of the game like normal. That's how most games work. People cycling. And C, the thing that I know the company wants the most, more money in their pockets. I know I don't want to make that a big point, but seriously, bring back a collab every once in a while. I'm not saying to bring them back not every season, but maybe one rerun a year or one rerun every couple months, and you'll get more than what you're spending at the end of the day. Number two. A second problem I have is there's a bunch of server issues. Genuinely, like in a match I'm playing and then a player will be fighting me and just automatically just stop hitting me. Hit registration goes out the window, or they just kind of just disappear. And they're behind me and I'm dead, or I'm E-bond and they're alive, or they're E-bond and I didn't do anything and I'm wondering what's going on. There's always been a bunch of network issues. And this game's 2 years old and it's still having these network issues. I would think somebody would do something to fix the network issues so that way they're not a problem anymore. And that's just little server things that they have to do. Server optimizations, server cleanings, this, that, and the other. But to have these crashes in-game just makes people not want to play it. Because if they're setting up for like a big challenge, you know, like the bonus challenges, and they need like a lobby, if half the people disconnect and they can't complete that challenge, they just feel like, what's the point? There's no point. If the game does this, once I'm tier 100, there's no reason to play anymore. I've seen that happen in multiple games. I don't want it to happen again. Some people just get to tier 100 and then you stop playing it till like one day or so. Most people play with their friends, which is good by me. But again, it just sucks because even in those room lobbies, there's crashes, disconnects, and all this. And it's all just a server issue because it's network disconnect. But my internet's fine. I'm plugged in. How can there be a network disconnect if I'm plugged in, right? The Ethernet's in. That makes no sense. But again, small things that can, you know, you can tweak and make the game a little bit better. Bringing back collabs every once in a while, working on the servers, the network in general. Just working on those two things, you'll make happy players and you'll get better results. The third thing I want to talk about, and this is the biggest thing that I've seen throughout Twitter and all throughout the world. You're giving exclusives to one country and giving the other countries nothing. You're giving us nothing. Every time I turn my head to look at Twitter about Ninjala or to look at Twitter about anything referring to Ninjala, it's always Japan getting another exclusive. And I don't get that part. A lot of people in Japan, they play the game, yes, but more people buy things that are outside of your country. There's people like Fetus of God who literally buys everything. He tries to buy everything, but he can't do that because you lock things behind a regional wall. Not everybody can get it, meaning that people's collections can't be complete unless they live in that specific country, which again sucks. I've seen people complain about it before, but nobody's really complained about it before, so I'm complaining. I feel that you guys locking these things behind a regional wall sucks for everyone else. And I don't care if they get it first and we get it after, that's fine, but the problem is we haven't gotten it after. People are doing some of the most dangerous things to get the things that you're locking behind these regional walls. Because as much as it hurts to say, there's no real solution unless you give it to us. And I personally want it to be fair. There's nothing over here that says that y'all can't get what we're producing, but something over there might stop it from getting in. But we don't even get the chance to see if it's cut because of where we live, or if it's cut because you're not giving it to us. Giving things a try. I'm just saying, just giving things a try. I want Ninjala to do well. And I want it to do well far into the future. I don't want it to stop at 2022. I want to see this game live in at least to 2025. I want to see this game reach 5 years old. That is my goal. But, I mean, like I say, it comes down to you. You're going to have to bring collabs back every once in a while. Even if it costs some money, you're going to make more money afterwards if you do so. And or it'll get more players to see that what's in the game, instead of being late to a party and not being able to chill with the same group. 2. Server issues. You're going to need to fix them. Too many people disconnecting in the middle of a match, and if it's by their own choice, it's by their own choice. You need to set something in to make sure that they know that it's not good to do that. I'm just saying, people kicking a router partway through a match, you should punish those people. So that way they know that they shouldn't be doing it. But if it's on your end, you need to make sure that your servers are nice, they're tidy, they're clean, and that there's no extra things in there that don't need to be there anymore. 3. Exclusives. Exclusives are a pain in the butt to go around. And we don't need them in a game like Ninjala that is free for everybody to play, with a bunch of microtransactions already going on in the background. So therefore, by making stuff exclusive, again, you're losing money, you're losing players, and you're making people upset that stay. Those things need to change so the game gets better. But before I go, there is the 4th thing. Your gacha system. God dang, I need to talk about it. You make outfits a certain percent chance, 5% chance out of 1 pool. Meaning, in theory, I know it's only 1 pool, but that means if that 1 pool is to happen 20 times, something has to give. Your gacha rates and everything are not compound like other games, I know, but still, y'all need to set something in place so that way people aren't spending everything on the gacha. I know people who have spent 20,000 jala on 1 gacha outfit. That's an issue. That's a giant issue. And half those people didn't even get it after that 20,000 jala. They had to put even more jala in to get it. Not okay. That's not okay. And you should know that. You should know better. Yeah, I'm yelling at you, gung-ho. I'm not yelling at the people. They're gonna sit down in the comments below and argue with me for a little bit, but they'll realize that we can see eye to eye without fighting fists. But y'all, you guys at the company need to realize that there's more than just one country. There's more than just one way to solve an issue. Y'all can't keep sweeping these issues under the rug and expecting nobody to notice. Because I realized a bug since day 1 that still happens in pre-game lobbies, which is the Infininato, as I call it. When you activate Gum Tornado at a certain time, it stalls the game starting and you just spin for an indefinite amount of time. And that can be fixed, but it's not. Okay. Y'all need to look at some of these things that are actual problems. Not everything is a problem, but some things need to be fixed. And I, being the person I am, as small as I am coming at you guys in basically a one-to-one conversation. You can also talk to me, but at the same time, I want y'all to actually take into account everybody. Not just one country, not just one person, not just one company. This is a community of various things, various people, and various decisions. Now, the rest is up to you guys at Gung-Ho, Ninjala Twitter, Ninjala community servers, and much more to spread a word that you have a problem. I can't be the megaphone. You'll also have to talk yourselves. But other than that, I've ranted long enough. I hope to see you guys in the next video. And no, I am genuinely upset. I may not sound it, and if I do sound like I'm furious, just know I'm a loud boy. But other than that, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. My name is Vernon, and V-Man, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.